What's up, everybody? Jughead'z Hemp here.
Hey y'all, it's Brittany from Jughead'z. Dustin.
It's that time of the year. We're trimming our crop, our harvest. We've had quite a good year. We have a very good cherry candy kush hemp crop, testing at over 16% on the CBD levels, full spectrum, fully legal, all 50 statewide, high terpene content, very nice.
Getting it trimmed up, making it look pretty, getting all these extra leaves off of it, you know.
If you've ever been interested in trying some very high quality hemp that's been grown organically, using molasses, using earthworm castings, all kinds of good stuff.
No crazy chemicals.
None at all.
No need for any of that with this plant.
We grew a small batch on our 1 acre, and we take care of it.
We're out there daily with it, talking to it, loving on it, picking through it.
We picked it, we've let it dry at a very low temperature in a building, 65 degrees, to keep the terpenes at a high level. We think they're just as important or more important than your CBD value and all that. Them taste, the terpenes are your taste. It's the flavors. And from what we know as science, it's really what directs the certain healing to different avenues. Different things do respond differently to different terpenes. This is, everybody responds differently to how this reacts to your body. We sell this however you want it. If you want it in pre-rolls, we do that. If you want it just straight flour, big nugs, we got that. If you want capsules, you want to do raw capsules, CBD-A capsules, which helps boost the serotonin, level the serotonin in your brain. We're talking about dealing with depression, anxiety, all that type of stuff. The CBD-A capsules, which is putting raw flour in capsules, running about 100 milligrams per capsule, they can be very beneficial.
You want to learn how to do it in drinks? Taking the CBD and mixing it up, we can send you videos on how to do that. For sure, we've done that for a few people. It's helped with nausea. We can do that. We make this into oils, butters, just about any form you want.
Then we do the CBD, regular CBD, not CBDA, but what we know is CBD. We do capsules of that. We got distillate cartridges, CBD cartridges, which are very nice, 810 milligrams per 1 gram cartridge.
Nothing you have to worry about the stuff that you're hearing on the news. Don't worry about that, folks.
No, not adding no vitamin E acetate or anything like that. We do, for some people that like it, we do like to add some of the natural terpenes from cannabis in there, just as a flavoring, but some people just like the straight distillate, which without the terpenes makes it a higher CBD value, but in my opinion, when you add the terpenes, it's more complete.
It's one of my personal favorite products, honestly, that we have, because I don't have to use it all the time to see results. I can do it, a couple times a week, a few good hits, just I get relaxed, I calm down, I can sleep. It regulates everything for me. It's honestly one of my most favorite ways to use CBD, really. And it's not, I know a lot of people talk about like smoking and vaping and with the lungs and stuff like that, but I've never been a smoker. I don't like the idea of smoking. I've never even really liked the idea of e-cigs. But for me, using the distillate vape cartridge, I've seen a lot of benefit from it, and I've not seen anything bad. I love it a lot. A lot. So do a lot of our customers. They find it really convenient. It's really discreet. You can take it with you just about anywhere. You don't have to worry about what's in it, because it's just straight good quality product, honestly. Handled by us.
What I'm interested in is the CBD and how, what we're learning in science, how it helps regulate your serotonin production in the brain. with depression and things that we keep hearing about, whether it's depression leading people to suicide and all different kinds of things.
October is Suicide Awareness Month.
I look to the serotonin because it does seem every time when you're low in serotonin, you do have depression, you do have anxiety. So we know that the American diet is against serotonin production.
The standard American diet, when abbreviated, means SAD.
And that's no serotonin, which means depression, and that's just what it leads to.
And it's no coincidence either.
And so many people are suffering from it. They're taking drugs, going to the doctor, they can't get stable, they're not happy. And it's because nothing's level, nothing's regulated. I ain't saying CBD is going to completely regulate your serotonin, but this is one thing where people are getting a lot of benefits, and it's not talked about as much. But I think what it's doing is it's helping regulate it to where it's producing and utilizing through the body at a normal rate, to where people either aren't producing it. They say you produce 90% in the gut, and then it comes up to the brain. Maybe people are producing it and it's not moving up because they're so blocked, clogged, it's just not able to go up to the brain. So then that leads to bad decisions, depression. You never get out of it. You keep
stay in a cycle
to it. And you're eating the same things, the cravings, all that. It just keeps leading you down
Same path.
a very destructive path. Appetite for destruction, what we'll call it. And you got to break it. You got to break it. And having the tools on your side is very beneficial because it's hard. It's addictive. So we look at food as a drug, we're not going to win. It's an addiction.
Yep.
And it's more addictive than anything ever.
It is.
We can talk about cigarettes and alcohol. Yeah, they're addictive, big time.
Those are the two things that everybody goes back to that they want to talk about, but they don't want to address our number one addiction in this country. I remember as a little girl sitting down in the evening to watch news with my parents, and one of the most talked about news stories, back in the late 90s, early 2000s was obesity in our country. And it hasn't changed, y'all. It hasn't changed. And it's not that it's just obesity. It's not sitting here trying to target
Actually, it
that.
has changed. It's increased.
Well, yeah. It's not sitting here trying to call people out for being overweight or nothing like that. It ain't nothing like that. You can be skinny and be malnourished also, called the skinny fat. That's a problem too, because you're not getting the actual nutrients that you need to have. Your body needs it. Our bodies crave it. People are sad and depressed because they're in fake environments, listening to fake news, surrounded by fake people, doing fake things, and just really sad. Just really sad.
Eating fake foods, that your body does not recognize, so therefore it can't process, digest it, keeps it later.
But our bodies do adapt, so then they
know
start
what to do. adapting
to processing fake stuff, and then when we finally put in real stuff, it's like, whoa, what is this foreign object? I've not had this in ever. So then your body gets thrown out of whack by putting in good stuff, but that's okay, because if you keep putting in good stuff, then you can detox out the bad stuff, and then, boom, shiny new diamond all over again.
It can be done. You gotta want it though.
Yep.
You gotta study, understand what you're eating is poison. Not all things are poison, but just seek it out. Start studying.
What's one of your most favorite foods? What is it?
Make sure it's good. Make sure it's not from your local restaurant over there. And whatever your favorite food is, I guarantee
Research
you
it.
can make a healthy version of it. You can make an even better
Find a
version
way to
of
make it at home. Look at the ingredients on the back, of whatever you're buying at the store that you're throwing in your grocery cart. Look at the ingredients. Can you pronounce any of those? Do you know where to source them at? Do you know how to make it? Because if you can't figure none of that out, you probably shouldn't be eating it.
You can't pronounce it, you can't digest it. And that don't mean you go to get a dictionary and figure out how to pronounce all these crazy names either.
Aw, come on.
It may help you digest it better. I don't know. Maybe we'll have science on that later, but I don't suggest it. If you have a hard time saying it, pronunciating it, I don't think your body can digest it. A lot of these foods have like 60 ingredients in it or something.
You know, it's cool for things to have scientific names and whatever, but if we can't call it by a common name, figure out what it is and how to make it at home, we just really don't need it. I know one of the key things when I started changing my diet was looking at stuff, and if it had 10 ingredients or less, 5 ingredients or less, I'd consider it, you know? If it had anything more than that, that's too complicated. And I'm not talking about just spices added into foods, because you could add in all kinds of spices, cayenne, chipotle, you know, whatever. You could add in all kinds of spices to make a killer seasoning. That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about all this processed crap.
Artificial ingredients, stuff to make it sit on the shelf for 3 years, and stuff to make it sit on the shelf till the end of time.
It rots for a reason. It's supposed to rot for a reason.
I suggest people to look up, there's some videos on YouTube of canned goods from a long time ago that people have opened. Like,
It's gnarly.
you know, 40, 50, 60-year-old canned goods. I suggest you check into some of that. Look into it.
If that don't turn your stomach, ugh.
But, you know, just try to become aware. I do believe in the cannabis plant and hemp plant as being a tool to help you become aware. It ain't like it's going to tell you everything, but it could start opening up pathways that make you at least think. Relax you so you can think and process. So many people are not relaxed. We're just in such a rat race, you can't think. And you need to be able to relax, breathe in order to process stuff, process your day.
Our days stress us out. People around us stress us out with the stuff they got going on in their lives, and they throw it at us. You know, it's okay for friends to come and vent to us and stuff, but if we're not finding a way to release that, then we're holding on to that. You know, and what we're holding on to from other people and ourselves and everything surrounding us, it's a build-up effect. We turn into the abominable snowman.
And then we release it somehow. We're either going to release it from food, alcohol, just treating people wrong. There's always going to be a release. There's an effect.
Kind of like the release of terpenes in the air from all the farmers growing this year. That'll be a release. For sure.
The terpene level in America is for sure increasing.
Putting out a sweet aromas, y'all. And
And
nice sweet smells.
It's doing things to people you don't even realize.
You drive by that farm a couple times a week on your way to work. What's that smell? Man, that smells good. Shit, what's that smell? Starts detoxing you, you don't even know it.
Anyways, though, if anybody needs anything, if you're interested in hemp, we do have very high quality products. We're the first licensed kitchen in Tennessee. We
We
make
had
all
to teach the
different
ag
kinds of
department
things.
what was up, y'all.
Yeah, the ag department had to call us into a special meeting just so we could show them what we do a
Yep.
few years ago. We haven't stopped.
Nope.
This is what we like. This is what we love to do. We love helping people.
We thrive off of it. You're supposed to find joy in service, not joy in self. That's what we need to be doing.
So we'd love to help anybody who is in need, anybody interested. You got any questions, hit us up. If you've been interested in this, hadn't tried it, then talk to us. We would love to try to help. Like I said, we have a whole variety of products. We make custom stuff, you know, if you think you need more, a stronger product, on CBD level, whatever, I mean, we'll formulate it for you. It's not a problem.
Not at all.
It's what we do.
It's what we enjoy doing for sure.
All of our products can, like I said, they're all 50 state legal, certified.
We like to tailor what we do, honestly, to help you the most that we can, for you to get the optimal use out of it, for you to see optimal results. You know, we sit here day in and day out, and we talk to folks all day long at our counter, and we say, all right, what's going on with you? Tell us what's happening. How are you feeling? Where are you hurting at? What do you need most? You know, you're trying to reduce your blood pressure, you're trying to reduce your stress intake, trying to get better sleep. You know, what's going on with you? Talk to us, tell us, you know, offload it, you know.
And we got tons,
We'll make
like I
whatever.
said, tons of hemp products. We also have a lot of kratom, a lot of different kinds of that is very beneficial to people. You can ask us about that. But a lot of times, the reason why we talk about the diet and food a lot is because
That's
a
the
lot of
biggest thing.
times that alone can be the most powerful thing. You know, people might be coming here looking to buy something or whatever, and they might leave and not bought anything,
Yep.
which is sort of silly of us not to try to sell something, but
They walk out feeling more empowered and, you know, more capable, more supported in their journey, honestly.
because we encourage people on health, just do it slowly. If you're going to lose weight, lose a pound a week. Don't try to lose 5-10 pounds a week. Don't set an unrealistic goal and
No.
fail over and over and get down
And
and
get
depressed
about
and
it.
deplete your serotonin again that you've been trying to build up, whether through hemp or whatever, and then you're back to the depressed mode. Then you're back at McDonald's, and you know.
Set small goals. Small goals. Don't go so big. I mean, it's good to have big goals and big dreams. That's what we've been taught. You know, it's the American dream is have big dreams. You know, there's really nothing wrong with that. But to sustain growth and to keep the momentum going and to keep from falling backwards and falling back into that rut, start small. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, little change here, little change there, it all adds up to big change in the end. Every bit of it. None of this happened overnight for us. None of it. None of it.
Small might be just don't overeat during the holidays. That's so simple to do. We all get sick and overeat, and we can't stop. And
Go to 10 different Thanksgivings in one day.
you gotta eat this, gotta
Go
try
into a
this.
coma.
Then you're sick.
Yep.
Don't
Oh,
feel
but
good during holidays.
gotta try Aunt Sue's this and Grandma's this and oh, it's their famous casserole. Who cares? Try it next year. It's okay to hurt their feelings a little bit when it comes to food. Know your own boundaries.
Could be one reason why the holidays are so stressful. You know, we eat so much.
We're trying to please everybody else, which, you know, okay, back to what I said a second ago. We are supposed to serve others, you know, but you have to know your own limits too. You have to know your own boundaries. How far can you really take it? At what point are you no longer taking care of yourself? My son said something awesome the other day in regards to giving money away to homeless people. He said, if you give every penny you ever have to every homeless person you ever meet, then you ain't got no money for yourself, and then you're homeless like them. I was like, geez, kid dropping knowledge. But the same thing kind of applies to our health and everything else. If we're going around pleasing everybody else, oh, they made this cake, oh, they made this casserole, oh, they invited us to dinner, we gotta do it.
The birthday parties
You're
ain't
no
gonna
longer taking care
stop.
of yourself.
Holidays aren't gonna
Ain't
stop.
never gonna stop.
The dinner invitations next week ain't gonna stop. It's always gonna keep going.
Always.
And it don't mean you don't have to attend. You gotta prepare, and sometimes you might not need to attend. But if you're going to, you just need to prepare and learn how to say no. Just say no.
It's like, no, I'm already full. I've already ate today. I'm sorry.
I think if schools would have taught us, not to say it wasn't bad or good to say, hey, just say no to drugs, but just say no to
food sometimes.
processed foods. Just say no to this. What if they'd have taught us that?
Yep.
But no, they didn't do that. They fed us that.
They didn't tell us that food was a drug.
So I was a full-blown junkie by, who knows, 5 years old.
At least. There's an image or article or something that's been floating around for a long time on the internet, and it's I think it's like a video, and it shows like how this man ends up in the hospital having a heart attack, and it was because when he was just a baby, his mom was feeding him the French fries and the candy because it's the only thing he would eat to stop from crying. Like, just being in a complete temper tantrum, that'd be the only thing that would calm him down. And then, you know, all the birthday parties, all the this, that, and everything else, and growing up and working and being in a busy society and living off of fast food because we don't have time to prepare food in the kitchen anymore because that's where real health starts at, you know. And then he's being rushed into the hospital having a heart attack. It all starts when we're little. We start the addiction there. Start them young, raise them right. Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing?
You don't get cancer overnight, and you don't clog your arteries overnight. That's all there is to it. They say cancer estimated to be growing in your body for over 20 years before our machines, cameras, and stuff can even detect it. It's been growing 20 years. Why in the world do we think we can take chemo and radiation in 6 to 12 weeks or whatever and get rid of something that's been building?
And then go back to the same diet.
That much momentum. And for that long, we think we can just whop it out.
Your body's in a phase where it's trying to heal itself. You know, there is no appetite during that time because your body's working overtime to fight the stuff that's killing it. It's working overtime, and then you want to cram food down your throat on top of that. Oh, but they're not eating. Your body's not supposed to be eating right now. You should be fasting. You should be. It's okay to fast. It's okay to not have food every once in a while. You know, if you're sick, it's okay. It's okay. Pumping loads of liquids, lots of water. That's where it's at. We've seen it too many times with those surrounded by us, you know, and the studies are out there, the information's out there, the truth is out there. You just got to be willing to find it and seek it on your own.
If you're waiting for a commercial to come on your nightly news to promote and suggest fasting, or the juice fasting or water fasting,
Good luck with that.
To tell you what the side effects may include, which, you know, are amazing, it's not going to happen.
Nope. If you're sitting around and waiting for the studies to come out to tell you what all, you know, which flowers are going to be good for what, which cannabinoid is going to be best for this or that, is it stronger in the leaves or the roots or the stalks or the buds, you know, if you're looking around for studies for all of that and waiting for the FDA or the CDC or whoever to tell you anything about this plant or its sister plant, you're going to be waiting for all of eternity.
They don't want us to know. They did their best to keep it from us for a long time, lock people up, keep this plant away from us. It was never for the safety of our health. It was always for a part of control, to keep us controlled. If we're sick, we're controlled. We're going to the doctor and taking all their shots and pills, we're controlled. And that's what it is. They don't want that serotonin flowing straight in the brain. They don't want you happy. If you're happy, you're going to make good decisions. You're going to help others. They want us divided. And health is a very good tool to divide us. You can say good with that. Keeps a lot of people in doubt. And if you're in doubt, then they win every time.
You can be separated from your family at the dinner table. You're divided. You're weaker.
So anyways, hit us up. Any comments, questions, suggestions?
Message us, contact us, hit us up.
No, we're not the fastest trimmer. But you can guarantee all our flour, if you get it from us, it's hand trimmed. We don't have no machines here.
Literally, I'm like literally using my hands
everything
right now.
we do is very
very hands-on, very
old
personal.
School, hands-on, yeah.
Very personal.
The oils we make, the way we make them, very slow process to where now a lot of people in the business, it's, you know, big money machines, all different kinds of things.
Breaking it down to nanos.
How much can you produce?
Micros.
How quick? That's good and all, but I'm still going to go with slow. I'm still going to go with the simmering mode.
There's no need for all of that stuff. Just know that you got to get it and put it in you. Red hot chili peppers.
And know anything you cook, if you can cook it fast, or you can cook it slow and long, really slow. You know which way is always better.
That that slow roast.
It's always better. Way better.
More flavor.
And since we use our products, you know, we're trying to make them the best possible too. We want the most benefits. You know, we talk about all this stuff because it involves our life.
It's what we do every day. Every day.
We talk about depression, well, you don't want to be depressed. So this is stuff that we use, stuff we try, stay on top of.
Things that we've learned and we've read
Does
on.
it mean life ain't gonna be hard? No.
It's always going to be hard.
But it's good to have tools to help you.
There's not highs and lows for no reason. You know, we're always going to struggle. We're always going to find something that we have to deal with or face, always. Trial and error.
And you can't just pray. You need to pray, but you can't just do that. You gotta use the gifts that's been given.
The tools,
When
your instruction
we
guide.
neglect them, then things will be neglected from us.
Yep.
And we're very thankful we're able to use this plant now in the form that we're able. And we're still going to keep fighting for better legislation on it.
This leaf has been free to the people, and now that it has, and more people are becoming involved with it, whether it's for true, genuine passion or even if it's for greed, the only thing we pray for is that, well, not the only thing, but involved with this plant right here is the renewing of people's minds and hearts and your faith. Because this is loads of faith right here, honestly. It's a beauty to witness, and it's a miracle to watch it unfold and how it blesses people's lives. I mean, it's amazing. You know, there's a lot of people who say, "Oh, it's a miracle." It's not so much that's a miracle. We ain't had it in forever, but that is the beauty in it. That's part of the beauty of it.
It was taken away from us. We can talk about that in a whole nother video because we can go on forever about it. But
Y'all know we could.
we must continue to fight for it and educate people, even though it's starting to be everywhere. There's still,
Even if it's on every corner, there's still education that's needed.
and there's still, even though with it joining and being everywhere, there's still education. There's things happening that don't need to happen in the business, so that's got to be educated upon. We don't want people getting bad, tainted product, which can hurt, which
Whether it's from us or anybody else, no matter where you get your products, period, know who you're getting it from. Know the source. Know the quality. Know it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Ask them the hard questions. Okay, where was it grown at?
how was it grown?
How was it
What'd
grown?
you spray on it? Did you have your ground
Tested?
looked at? Has there been Roundup on your property before?
When was the last time there was a corn crop or a soy crop?
You know, on our land, we grew blackberries for 10 years, and all organically. Nothing has ever
Our
been
berries are
sprayed
happy.
on it. And we've used hemp milk to fertilize our plants. We've used nothing but our fruit and vegetable
Seeds.
pulp. It's just compost, and I think it comes out. I think it
Natural
comes out in
plant
the flower. I
compost.
think it comes out in the terpenes. I think,
Very sweet.
you know, to where people just want the CBD value. I think there's a lot of other aspects there that's being left out that give it that medicinal effect.
I mean, this plant supposedly has like 85 plus different cannabinoids. Okay, they all do something different in the body. We've got receptors for every bit of that in our body. It's not just and only CBD. You know, this is way more than that, and it's more than just those cannabinoids, like he was saying before. You know, with the terpenes and all these extra cool little compounds that are in this plant. You know, what it contains medicinally, nutritionally, all the way around. This is like one of the most robust plants there could possibly be, because it is so extremely versatile. I mean, you know, we get people who walk in here and say, "You can eat hemp? You can drink hemp? How do you make hemp milk? Isn't it supposed to be industrial?" It can be used in a wide variety of ways. It's not just ropes and clothes and textile, you know, stuff like that. It's not just those things. It's got so many different benefits. How many other plants do we have that are that versatile? That are as versatile as this? Over 21,000 different known uses. Of course they'd want to keep that from us. Come on, y'all. Of course they don't want us figuring all of that out.
Making people believe it was just for ropes that was part of the lie.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, supposedly it makes the best ropes, of course. But just thinking, oh, it's just for ropes or making tents.
Or, oh, people only doing it for oil and buds and that's it.
This is the rope that'll pull your health back up out of the pits.
Amen. Amen.
And they didn't want you to know that one. They didn't want you to understand that kind of rope.
They got all the studies out there. There's been plenty of studies. If you're sitting back waiting for studies, get online, go to Google Scholars, start typing it in, you'll find it. Go to Johns Hopkins University over in Israel, you'll find it. You'll find
If
it.
that's on the internet, I can say whatever. Well, look for personal testimony then. Look for videos on YouTube. Look for people who've been sick who have made videos.
We've been
because
using it.
them numbers are growing too.
And you can't deny that. And you know what? Even if it was placebo, number one, I don't have a problem with anything placebo because that just shows you how powerful the mind is, honestly. But even if all this was placebo and that alone, who cares? You're still seeing amazing results. You're still getting rid of toxins from the body. You're still getting rid of inflammation in the body. It's the belief that you can and you will.
So on that note, we're going to end it. If you do use it, you need to believe in it too. Don't
Yes.
use it. Don't
And
do
doubt it.
anything. I don't care if it's your prescription pill that there's lawsuits over or whatever and people's killed. If you're taking it, you better believe it's actually doing what you think it's doing.
Or if you're
Because your mind is that powerful.
Or if you're gonna keep eating the McDoubles every day, at least believe that they're nourishing your body somehow.
If you're doubting its value and it's not really good for you,
It's not gonna have any value.
there you go. You already know,
Yep.
because that's the power of your mind. So
Amen. Amen.
I believe we're done. We got so much trimming to do. We got
Yeah.
all kinds. This
Y'all
is
have a
never
good
gonna
rest of
end.
the day.
Y'all need any, hit us up. We'd love to provide.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Peace and love.